The ability of the body to destroy and resist infection. Immunity against diseases can be either natural or acquired and is a sign of good health. Period.
If you don't know, now you know.
Greetings, welcome back to ZERAN ALYHS Beauty. I am back again for another study with ZERAN, me. And today I'm covering chapter 5. This is a big one. I am shook. There are 80 terms, and so we're going to get right into it. I will be reading from my cosmetology book, MILADY, Standard Cosmetology, and we are covering chapter 5, Infection Control, Principles and Practices. All the key terms, and there are 80. So let's get right into it. Number 1, sanitizing. A chemical process for reducing the number of diseases causing germs on cleaned surfaces to a safe level. Sanitizing. Number 2, safety data sheet, also known as SDS. Abbreviated SDS, required by law for all products sold. SDS includes safety information about products compiled by the manufacturer, including hazardous ingredients, safe use and handling procedures, proper disposal guidelines, precautions to reduce the risk of accidental harm or overexposure, and more. Safety data sheet, known as SDS. Number 3, material safety data sheet. Abbreviated MSDS, replaced by safety data sheet. Information compiled by the manufacturer about products, safety, including the names of hazardous ingredients, safe handling and use procedures, precautions to reduce the risk of accidental harm or overexposure, and flammability warnings. And that's the Material Safety Data Sheet, also abbreviated as MSDS. Number 4, microbacterium fortuitum. OMG. Let's try that again. Mycobacterium fortuitum. Y'all see it right there though, right? Okay. So, a microscopic germ that normally exists in tap water in small numbers. Mycobacterium fortuitum. Number 5, infectious. Caused by or capable of being transmitted by infections. Infectious. Number 6, disinfectants. Chemical products approved by the EPA designed to destroy most bacteria, including spores, fungi, and viruses on surface. Disinfectants. Number 7, hospital disinfectants. Disinfectants that are effective by cleaning blood and bodily fluids. Hospital disinfectants. Number 8, non-porous. An item that is made or constructed of a material that has no pores or openings and cannot absorb liquids. Non-porous. Number 9, disease. An abnormal condition of all or parts of the body or its system or organs which make the body incapable of carrying on normal functions. Disease. Number 10, tuberculous disinfectants. Disinfectants that kill the bacteria that causes tuberculosis. Tuberculous disinfectants. Number 11, tuberculosis. A disease caused by bacteria that are transmitted through coughing and sneezing. Tuberculosis. Number 12, infection. The invasion of body tissue by disease-causing pathogens. Infection. Number 13, infection control. Are the methods used to eliminate or reduce the transmission of infectious organisms. Infection control. Number 14, infectious disease. Disease caused by pathogenic, which means harmful, pathogenic microorganisms that enter the body. An infectious disease may be spread from one person to another. Infectious disease. Number 15, clean. A mechanical process, scrubbing, using soap and water or detergent and water to remove all visible dirt, debris, and many disease-causing germs. Cleaning also removes invisible debris that interferes with disinfection. Cleaning is what cosmetologists are required to do before disinfecting. Clean. Number 16, disinfection. A chemical process that destroys most, but not necessarily all, harmful organisms and environmental surfaces. I'll say that again. A chemical process that destroys most, but not necessarily all, harmful organisms on environmental surfaces. The pathogens of concern in the cosmetology industry are effectively destroyed by the disinfection process, which is required in all states. Disinfection. Number 17, bactericidal. Bactericidal. Capable of destroying bacteria. Bactericidal. Bactericidal. Number 18, virucidal. Virucidal. Capable of destroying viruses. Virucidal. Number 19, fungicidal. Capable of destroying fungi. Fungicidal. Fungicidal. Number 20, bacteria. One-celled microorganisms that have both plant and animal characteristics. Some are harmful, some are harmless. Bacteria. Number 21, microorganism. Any organism of microscopic or submicroscopic size. Microorganism. Number 22, non-pathogenic. Harmless microorganisms that may perform useful functions and are safe to come in contact with since they do not cause disease or harm. Non-pathogenic. Number 23, pathogenic. Harmful microorganisms that can cause disease or infection in humans when they invade the body. Pathogenic. Direct transmission. Transmission of blood or body fluids through touching, including shaking hands, kissing, coughing, sneezing, and talking. Direct transmission. Number 25. Indirect transmission. Transmission of body or body fluids through contact with an intermediate contaminated object, such as a razor, extractor, nipper, or an environmental surface. Indirect transmission. Round-shaped bacteria that appears singly alone or in groups. The three types of cocci are Staphylococcus, Streptococcus, and Diplococcus. Cocci. Number 27. Staphylococcus. Pus-forming bacteria that grows in clusters like a bunch of grapes. They cause abscesses and boils. Staphylococcus. Number 28. Streptococcus. Pus-forming bacteria arranged in curved lines resembling a string of beads. They cause infections such as strep throat and blood poisoning. Streptococcus. Number 29. Diplococcus. Spherical bacteria that grows in pairs and cause diseases such as pneumonia. Diplococcus. Singular bacillus, short rod-shaped bacteria. They are the most common bacteria and produces diseases such as tetanus, lockjaw, and tuberculosis. Bacilli. Number 31. Spirilla. Spiral or corkscrew-shaped bacteria that cause disease such as syphilis and Lyme's disease. Spirilla. Number 32. Motility. Self-movement. Motility. Number 33. Flagella. Slender hair-like extensions used by bacilli and spirilla for locomotion, moving about. May also be referred to as cilia. Flagella. Number 34. Binary fission. The division of bacteria cells into two new cells called daughter cells. Binary fission. Number 35. Bacterial spores. Bacteria capable of producing a protective coat that allows them to withstand very harsh environments and shed the coating when conditions become favorable. Bacterial spores. Number 36. Inflammation. A condition in which the body reacts to injury, irritation, or infection, characterized by red, heat, pain, and swelling. Characterized by redness, heat, pain, and swelling. Inflammation. Number 37. Pus. A fluid created by infection. Pus. Number 38. Local infection. An infection such as a pimple or abscess that is confined to a particular part of the body and appears as a lesion containing pus. Local infection. Number 39, systemic infection. Infection that affects the body as a whole, often due to underfunctioning or overfunctioning of internal glands or organs. This disease is carried through the bloodstream or the lymphatic system. Systemic infection. Methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus, abbreviated MRSA, a type of infectious bacteria that is highly resistant to conventional treatment due to incorrect doses or choices of antibiotics. MRSA. Number 41, contagious disease, also known as communicable disease. Diseases that is spread from one person to another person. Some of the more contagious diseases are the common cold, ringworm, pink eye, viral infection, and natural hair or toe and foot infection. Contagious disease. Number 42, contamination. The presence or the reasonably anticipated presence of blood or potentially infectious materials on an item, surface, or visible debris, or residues such as dust, hair, and skin. Contamination. Number 43, diagnosis. Determination of the nature of a disease from its symptoms and diagnostic tests. Federal regulations prohibit salon professionals from performing a diagnosis. Number 44, occupational disease. Illness resulting from conditions associated with employment, such as prolonged and repeated overexposure to certain products or ingredients. Occupational disease. Number 45, parasitic disease. Disease caused by parasites, such as lice or mites. Parasitic disease. Number 46, pathogenic disease. Diseases or disease produced by organisms including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. Pathogenic disease. Number 47, virus. A parasitic submicroscopic particle that infects and resides in cells or biological organism. Number 48, biofilms. Colonies of a bacteria that adhere together and adhere to environmental surfaces. Biofilm. Number 49, blood-borne pathogens. Disease-causing microorganisms carried in the body by blood or body fluids, such as hepatitis and HIV. Blood-borne pathogens. Number 50, human papillomavirus, abbreviated HPV, a virus that causes warts in humans, but is also the cause of cervical cancer in women. When the virus infects the bottom of the foot and resembles small black dots, usually in cluster groups, it is also called plantar warts. Human papillomavirus. Number 51, hepatitis, a blood-borne virus that causes disease and can damage the liver. Hepatitis. Number 52, human immunodeficiency virus, abbreviated HIV, virus that causes acquired immune deficiency syndrome, or AIDS. Human immunodeficiency virus, HIV. Number 53, acquired immune deficiency syndrome, abbreviated AIDS, a disease that breaks down the body's immune system. AIDS is caused by the human immunodeficiency virus, which is HIV. Acquired immune deficiency syndrome, AIDS. Number 54, toxin. Various poisonous substances produced by some microorganisms, bacteria, and viruses. Toxins. Number 55, fungi. Single-celled organism that grows in irregular masses that include molds, mildew, and yeast, can produce contagious diseases such as ringworm. Fungi. Number 56, mildew. A type of fungus that affects plants or grows on eminent objects but does not cause human infections in the salon. Number 57, folliculitis BARBAE, also known as barber's itch. Inflammation of the hair follicles caused by a bacterial infection from ingrown hairs. The cause is typically from ingrown hairs due to shaving or other methods. Folliculitis BARBAE. Number 58, Tinea barbae, a superficial fungal infection caused by a variety of dermatophytes that commonly affect the skin. It is primarily limited to the bearded area of the face and neck or around the scalp. A person with this condition may have deep, inflamed or non-inflamed patches of skin in the face or the nape of the neck. Tinea barbae. Number 59, Tinea capitis, a fungal infection of the scalp characterized by red or spots at the opening of the hair follicle. Tinea capitis. Number 60, Tinea pedis, a ringworm fungus of the foot. Tinea pedis. Number 61, parasites, organisms that grow, feed, and shelter on or in another organism, referred to as the host, while contributing nothing to the survival of that organism. Parasites must have a host to survive. Parasites. Number 62, scabies, a contagious skin disease that is caused by the itch mite which burrows under the skin. Scabies. Number 63, immunity, the ability of the body to destroy and resist infection. Immunity against diseases can be either natural or acquired and is a sign of good health. Period. Number 64, natural immunity. Immunity that is partly inherited and partly developed through healthy living. Natural immunity. Number 65, acquired immunity. Immunity that the body develops after overcoming a disease through inoculation, such as flu vaccinations, or through exposure to natural allergens such as pollen, cat dander, or ragweed. Acquired immunity. Number 66, sterilization, the process that completely destroys all microbial life, including spores. Sterilization. Number 67, decontamination, the removal of blood and all other potentially infectious materials on an item's surface, and the removal of visible debris and residue such as dust, hair, and skin. Decontamination. Number 68, allergy, reaction due to extreme sensitivity to certain foods, chemicals, or other normally harmless substances. Allergy. Number 69, efficacy. The ability to produce an effect. Efficacy. Number 70, quaternary ammonious compounds, commonly known as quats, are products made of quaternary ammonium cations and are designed for disinfection on non-porous surfaces. They are appropriate for the use in non-critical environments and are effective against most pathogens of concern in the salon environment. Quats, or quaternary ammonium compounds. Number 71, phenolic disinfectant. Powerful tuberculodal disinfectants. They are a form of formaldehyde and have a very high pH and can damage the skin and eyes. Phenolic disinfectants. Number 72, sodium hypochlorite. Common household bleach. An effective disinfectant for a salon. Sodium hypochlorite. Sodium hypochlorite. Also known as reusable items. Items that can be cleaned, disinfected, and used on more than one person, even if the item is accidentally exposed to blood or body fluid. Multi-use. Number 74, single use. Also known as disposable items. Items that cannot be used more than once. These items cannot be properly cleaned so that all visible residue is removed, or they are damaged or contaminated by cleaning and disinfecting. Single use. Number 75, porous. Made or constructed of a material that has pores or openings. Porous items are absorbent. Porous. Number 76, chelating soap. Also known as chelating detergent. They break down stubborn film and remove the residue of pedicure products such as scrubs, salts, and masks. Chelating soaps. Number 77, antiseptics. Chemical germicide formulated for use on skin, registered and regulated by the FDA or Food and Drug Administration. Antiseptics. Number 78, standard precautions, abbreviated SP. Precautions such as wearing personal protective equipment to prevent skin and mucous membranes, where contact with a client's blood, body fluids, secretions, sweat, non-intact skin, and mucous membranes is likely. Workers must assume that all blood and body fluids are potential sources of infection, regardless of the perceived risk. Standard precautions. Number 79, asymptomatic, showing no symptoms or signs of infection. Asymptomatic. And number 80, exposure incident. Contact with non-intact broken skin, blood, body fluids, or other potential infectious material that is the result of performance of an employee's duty. Exposure incident. Whew, so that was all 80 terms. I would recommend just to play it. Repetition is a great way to impact the subconscious mind and program these definitions for testing. So I am so glad that if you stayed to the end, I appreciate your support. And this has been another study with ZERAN ALYAHS Cosmetology on ZERAN ALYAHS Beauty channel. And I will be back with chapter 5, which hopefully does not have 80 terms. I don't know. I'm still like neck deep in these terms. But now we have a video that we can use along with other tools to study and be prepared for the test and the state board. So until the next video, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Be well. Bye.
You don't know, now you know.